Welcome to Rock Around the Clock. Google Stadia news and gameplay live at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. Every day we check out the latest Stadia news across the internet live, closing with Stadia gameplay and chat with your host Rock and occasional guests. But first, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss out on the latest Stadia news. If you'd like to support my content, please consider joining Team Rock by hitting the join button on this page. Hey! Oh, excuse me, got a bit carried away there. Wednesday, isn't it? Flip me, it's Wednesday, August the 24th. Oh, what a busy old week it's been so far. Hope you guys are well and enjoying the week. We're halfway through. What do they call that? The bump or something? I don't know. Last bump I saw was about 19 years ago. And she's doing very well now, thank you. Hope you're well. I am certainly well. Very excited. Lots of Stadia news all over the shop. Of course, we had Pro Games announced yesterday, we had the 2s, and we had Gamescom with more Stadia stuff dripping from the skies it was. So let's have a look. We've got some amazing people. First up, we have a new member. John, thank you so much at the top of the show for joining us. It was much appreciated as a new Team Rock member. Team Rock members, as you may recall, you lovely folk, get automatically entered into our big Stadia Rokk Show prize giveaway. Now here's the thing. I haven't had many people enter this week. There's $80 up for grabs, and I've nothing compared to last week. There's still a couple of days to go, but if you haven't entered, go and check out my Twitter, as we call it these days, us young folk, and pinned to the top of my profile is all you have to do, and it is so simple. It's an easy $80. I'm going to start saying win Red Dead Redemption or win, you know, The Village, whatever. But anyway, it's all of that and more. So go and join. And look who's in the house. We've got young John Scars. Very good friend of mine. Lovely fellow. How many clocks do I have to rock? Good question. One for every hour of the day. So you need to do 24. John, that's a lot of clocks. Humpty Hump. Yes, he's referring to the Hump Day, which Cloud Validation just reminded me. Hump Day. We call it Hump Day. Humpty Hump Day. Did you know, little factoid, did you know that Humpty Dumpty was actually a large cannon during, I believe, let me see, would have been about, well, we called it our Civil War, but it was going back about 400 years ago. Big old cannon that used to sit on top of a fort, and it got pulled down and destroyed. Humpty Dumpty. It was called Humpty something. Anyway, that's a sort of fact. There's some stuff in there somewhere. You just have to keep looking for it, I tell you. All right, shall we move along to the news, lovely folk? We've got some masses of news to go through, and some stuff that we didn't cover on Stadia Rokk Show yesterday as well. So let's flick over to the news. But here I am. I'm still here, and you're still there. That's a good thing if ever there was one. Starting with Stadia dosage. Now, they obviously, oh, hang on. No, we start with Stadia Source. I've had a quick change of heart because they are covering the 2s. The 2s that we covered, and the new Pro titles, which is really important, of course. So let's start with that. If you didn't watch the Stadia Rokk Show last night, it was a corker, if I didn't say so myself. I thoroughly enjoyed it anyway. Just changing my audio. There we go. I can hear myself better now. And Stadia four Stadia Pro games were announced, including Yars Recharged. Yars Recharged, okay. Came out actually the day before. Did it come out yesterday or did it come out the day before? I forget now. Either way, I think it was yesterday. Yes, it was. Very, very early on. And everybody who has played that game has instantly taken it to their heart, which seems to be a thing with... Hang on. I'm not covering my face, am I? I tell you, it's a constant fiddle. Yeah, everybody that has played it, Atari's latest addition to the Stadia library, have been so pleased. They've loved it. I know SPG, he very excitedly got himself to the top of the global leaderboard. I'm sure he has now been joined by plenty others. I had a quick play. Thought it was good, but I'm sure I will play it more and like it more. David P, how are you, sir? There's that beautiful cat with the gorgeous eyes. Lovely to see you. Cloud validation. It's so crazy. We keep getting all these AAA games announced coming for Stadia. The naysayers are dropping big tears. Yeah, you know what? We've said it recently, haven't we, CV, that there is a definite dropping off of the negativity now. It's almost like, for me, it's almost like they've seen it, they've smelled it, they've felt it, and they've realised that it's not a threat. You know, I think early on there was the whole territoriality. What's this? What's this thing coming in to change my world? This woke gaming thing. And now they're kind of chilled a bit about it. They realise that, no, you know what? It's an alternative. It's an option. It ain't going to replace. I think it will, but don't tell them. So essentially, just turning off Google was about to tell me something there on my phone. So, but either way, it's just been more accepted and most importantly for me, as well as obviously the press taking it to their hearts. Don't go that way, Rock. You disappear, my friend. Come back this way. That's much nicer. Is the studios, of course, because the more positive press they see, and the more of us in the community that are going, hey, love your game, could you bring it to Stadia? And you know, we've got some great ambassadors, as you all guys all know, and John's in the chat. There are very few more ambassadorial than John with his arm adornment. That takes some ambassadoring, I can tell you, who essentially are the champions of Stadia and getting these guys focused on coming to us. So good news there. Anyway, back to the pro games. This one, Try 6, we've mentioned it recently. I think we may have had a look at it last week on here. I know we've definitely looked at it over at Stadia Rokk Show. I'll play the trailer again because, hey Liam, how are you, buddy? Thank you for dropping in. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to Rock Around the Clock for Wednesday. So let's have a little peepette. I don't know what the noise is like on this one. I might get stuffed for copyright, so we'll turn it off. Here we go. We've gone full screen, so it's a bit chopped off the end. So it's a kind of light cycle Tron-ish kind of thing. I don't think it's massively like Tron. If you remember, Tron was a bit like a 3D version of Snakes on your Nokia, where you were kind of looking down and you draw a pattern and then the other guy would come in and you'd have to sort of avoid them and things. This is a race, but it's around a course. I don't think it's a top-down like in that way. But there's some amazing stuff. For example, a lot of the objects that you'll come across are procedurally drawn. Basically, that means they're created on the fly by the game. They're not pre-mapped. So you could play the same game 1,000 times and it's unlikely to be the same each time. You can pick up things like these guys are doing. As you can see, you've got split screen, multiplayer. I can't remember how many people can be in a game. It's at least 4. And you can drop stuff to put them off as well. So absolutely awesome. Looking forward to this one. Of course, these are all coming next Thursday. That's the 1st of September. So we've got lots to look forward to there. This is probably the one that I'm most looking forward to. I'm fairly certain I predicted it as a pro game, but I can't be bothered to go back and look at all the shows that I've done since. But it was this one. I also predicted Slaycation Paradise, which is also meant to be coming out this week. And who knows? Maybe a stealth drop. How the hell did Liz Truss get into my screen? Get the hell out of here, you old witch. No politics, Rock, please. Sorry. We won't go through the whole thing again in terms of all the game stuff, but yeah, what I just told you stands. Overcooked all you can eat. Now this is
E for everyone.
Turn the noise down. I believe Overcooked is already on Stadia, but what they have here, and I may be wrong, by the way, we'll have a look in the store later. I can't remember every game, there's millions these days. But what we're getting here as a pro is Overcooked 1, Overcooked 2, and that's 2, and all the DLCs and extensions and burnt toast and everything else that there's been. So you're getting the whole Overcooked package for Stadia. Amazing. And look at this, cook at 4K. So we're getting the full 4K experience as well. Again, great multiplayer game. I think there's a co-op option. 60 frames per second. Simmer up to 60. I think that's 4K 60. Either way, it's going to be a great fun game. You know the kind of thing. You've played this kind of game, but this is the daddy of them all, and it's a huge pro game. So this one and the last one as well, which I've already forgotten the name of. Call me an old fella, I don't mind. Absolutely superb additions. I did see some people, usual thing, you know, oh, they're not great, are they? Which kind of upsets me. Not because ultimately, you know, everyone has an opinion. But I think that's the key thing. It's opinions, isn't it? Not every game is going to appeal to everybody. And that's the thing that they try and do with the Stadia Pro. The collation of the games, they try to appeal to as wide a range of people as possible. Cloud says, does anybody know what the total number of games released is? That's so far now with these last few releases, how close are we to 100 mark? Good question. In lead is your man, and you know he maintains an amazing database, but I think we're on track. So it may not be, you know, exactly there, but we're certainly on track, and I think there's obviously a ton more to come. Kel says, it's okay, Rock, we know you're a huge Tory supporter. Yeah, right. I heard you got a tattoo of Nige. Big Nige and his froggy lips. No, my friend, I most definitely do not. And I most definitely am not. I tell you now, I would vote for a one-legged llama with syphilis over the Tories any day of the week. Spiritfarer. Great.
Rated T for teen.
Again, been on the platform for a little while. Great to see it come to. I am kind of. You guys are getting half of this. I'm really sorry. It is T for teen, as it says, even though it may look a little bit like the young uns could play it. But there's references to cigarette smoking. There's some language. There's not much. It's occasional. I think, to be fair, it's partly because it's an international team, and you know that we all have different cultures and different ways, different tolerances, shall we say. But it is a great game, and I know, again, I played maybe an hour, 2 hours of it, was impressed, and I know people that have played to the end have really, really enjoyed it. They've loved it. Interesting graphics, very sort of, for me, sort of 80s cartoon looking. You know, going back to that sort of era. Nice, though. Nice. Lo-Fi was wondering the same thing. What were you? Oh, I see, the amount of games. Yeah, I need to find this out, guys. John might know if he's still in the chat. That's calling him out if he's not. The final stretch is going to be a fun one. September, October, November, December, then we come. Yes. I would be amazed if we don't end the year. That's by the 19th of November or the 18th of November, with all of the prescribed 100 and whatever it was, 124 games or whatever they predicted, and some. And I think right now behind the scenes there's a new interest from studios to get on board. They're seeing successes. They're hearing positive things from. You know, not everybody, not every studio. I'm absolutely aware of conversations that were had in year one and early into year two, where, you know, some studios felt they didn't get the benefit from being on the platform. But I think latterly that's changed, and definitely one for these guys to come on board into. So PJ Masks. Look, now, interestingly, I had a DM this morning from somebody in Belgium who said they don't actually see this on the store in Belgium, and their concern was that it wouldn't be coming to them as a pro game. I genuinely don't know, and I've suggested a couple of avenues for them to have a look. I really hope so. I think it would be a real shame if any one of the Stadia territories was unable to get the pro games, if not unfair. And that should be something that Stadia considers, of course, when they're collating the library, making sure that absolutely everybody that is paying for a pro subscription can have access to all the games. So I'm really hoping that that is fixed, if it is indeed an issue. Looks great, doesn't it? I love these outright games. They are really good. There's a definite pattern to them, but like John said on Stadia Rokk Show last night, nothing wrong with that. Children love familiarity, and you know, they're getting better with all their games, game after game after game. Great day to you too, Martinez. I hope you're well, my friend, and all good in the sun where you are. So that is PJ Mask. So we've got PJ Mask, we've got Spiritfarer, we've got Overcooked All You Can Eat, we've got Tri-6 Infinite, and we've also got, of course, Yars Recharge. So it's 5 games if you include those 4 that we didn't know about. Yars, Overcooked, Tri-6, they're all good games. There's not a donkey in amongst this pack in my book. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that little lot there. You know what it reminds me of? I know you guys have got this in the States. We've got it over here. I'm sure that now it's everywhere because it's become such a successful format. But you know those subscription kind of cookery services where they send you a box and it's got all the ingredients, and you can take out the ingredients and cook your cook whatever you want. So give you recipes, and I think we've got one called Hello Fresh. I know there are ones in the States, and Stadia kind of reminds me of that. Once a month we get this box of goodies, which we can take out and taste, and try different things. If you've never tried sushi, try this indie game. It's that kind of stuff, isn't it? So I'm really pleased. Dre, how are you, my friend? Great to see you. You always pop in, and it's a real pleasure to have you join us today. And I sang your praises on Stadia Rokk Show yesterday, of course, with the Hero to Zero and the Rainbow Six Siege team, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. And it'd be great to get you on the show one day. You can tell us more about it, because I was listening to the credits earlier and it said with occasional guests, and I thought, oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. I should get some occasional guests on. So maybe you and maybe Wilson and a couple of the guys come on one day and tell us all about what it is you're looking to do with the whole Rainbow Six Siege team thing, because I think it sounds absolutely amazing. Look forward to that. Right, so them's the pro games. The other thing that they mentioned in there was what these guys, what our good friends over at Stadia Dosage, are saying. There are now 140 games that you can try for free by just going to the Stadia webpage, the homepage, whatever it is, stadia.google.com or whatever they have. Absolutely amazing. There is no other service that I'm aware of that offers you that amount of games to try before you even pay a penny. You don't even need to sign up for an account. As long as I think you've got to have a Google account. That's kind of the minimum. As long as you've got one of those, you're absolutely golden. Hey Joe, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, my friend. And look who else is in the house. Our great friend of the channel, Mr. Vet Cloud Gaming. Are you raiding again, dude? Oh, that's amazing. Love you guys. Oh, well, bless them, eh? Bless them raiding. That's so sweet. Guys, we're cracking through the news. There's been so much, and there's some stuff that I can't wait to talk about, but you've probably heard it. But I just want to talk. Guys, so good to see you. Thank you, fellas. And I know that Vet, your show goes just before my show, and I always want to jump in, and I literally, just before this show, I was putting together, or all day, I've been putting together the intro and the outro for the premiere of the new show that I'm running tomorrow. I've been calling it the Cloud Rokk Show, but I've changed the name at the last minute. It's now called Rock Players, And it's essentially, the strapline is something along the lines, all your gaming news from console to cloud. So that's going to go live tomorrow. I'm really excited. If you're a member, if you're a Team Rock member, go and check out, I posted just before this show a list to the intro and the outro, which are private, but you guys can go and listen to them ahead of tomorrow's show. Let me know what you think. I'm really excited. We've had the theme tune written for us exclusively by Al Davis Music, who's Code Z on Twitter. An awesome track. That's amazing. And I've commissioned some fake 3D game scenes which look amazing. I mean, proper Unreal stuff. It's that real amazing 3D stuff. We've got racing, we've got space flight, we've got some fighting stuff. It's all in the intro and the outro, so I'm super excited about that. Can't wait to get that show in tomorrow. I'm going to be flipping tired though. Martinez says, welcome in, Vet and Cloud Gaming Dad. Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Love you. Love it to pieces. 140 games, guys. This is absolutely astounding. You don't need an account. You can just go in there and play those games. It's amazing. They've listed the whole lot here. This was when there were 137, so they've got to add 3 more. In fact, all Stadia games page. Is this the one? Tell you what, let's fire up the Stadia. Is it Google? It's stadia.google.com, isn't it? And I'll log out so we can actually see. So sign out. Now I don't want to sign in again. Stadia.google.com. Whoops. Goose. Let's get there. Right, here we go. So this is what I love. You have what it takes, a little bit of bilge. Try Stadia Pro for a month. So what we call the top, what do we call it? Do you know, I've been in web design for 40 years and I've forgotten. Anyway, the above the fold. So the above the fold up here is there. They've got a new slider, $0 trial of Outbreak, $0 trial of Calico. You see the point they're making here. Everything, $0 trial of Phoenix Point, $0 and so on. And then you scroll down, play at no cost with Stadia Pro, a big caveat number 1 down there. Games at no cost, more every month. Keep them as long as you're a Stadia Pro member. And then, of course, we've got some Pro stuff. And then we can look at the show all the games, skip sign up and just play. And there we have play for 60 minutes, play for 120 minutes, on and on. And this list is absolutely incredible. There is no reason at all for people not to try Stadia when they work their way through this list. There's just so many games. Everyone else, you may get a little bit of a time to have a play, but half of them you need to own the games anyway. And there's some free-to-play stuff, but there's free-to-play with Stadia as well, of course. And that'll all be added to over time. Look at it, man. It just goes on and on and on. Play games and so on. So really super impressed with these guys. For me, have really started to get this, to really get their act together. So those are the Pro games. Actually, we could probably, we could count them. That's all the Pro games as well. I mean, you would just be, look at the size of that little scroll. You can't see it's behind the clock. A tiny little grey scroll. It's tiny. Goes on and on and on. Absolutely amazing. $0 trial looks great. They just need to put that on commercials. The only thing is, and I've said this again in the past, because we already subscribed, you've got to bear in mind, guys, that what Google do, they're an advertising agency, right? Everybody knows that. But the thing that has made them the $1 trillion company that they are is that they target their adverts at specific advertisers. They don't do a whole bunch of soup on the wall and some of it's going to stick. They're only going to target ads to people who they think are potential purchasers, customers, and who aren't already customers. So we are already customers. So they're not going to send us adverts to sign up for Stadia Pro. And as we work our way around the internet, they're unlikely to serve up ads, knowing that we are already in that space. So we don't tend to see these ads. That doesn't mean they couldn't improve the amount that they put out there. But I think they're gearing up. I think we're going to see, bear in mind a couple of things. First and foremost, As we know, all the big TV manufacturers, by which I mean LG, Samsung, I believe Philips are now entering the race, and a few brands that are exclusive to certain countries, they're all coming out with games hubs, and Stadia is one of their big partners. So, and when do they gear up for their advertising for these TVs? From around October time, leading up to the holidays. So I expect to see most of the promotion for Stadia from that point onwards. Right now, they're toning it right, they're getting the wordage right, they've realised that these trials are their biggest selling point, and that's what they're working on. But I think we're going to start to see marketing big time from October through the holidays. We've also got Black Friday. Who knows what's going to happen there? It's going to be a large amount of Stadia sales, of course. There may be more features to come. They might decide to do an annual pass. There may be some other options. So much could happen. I genuinely think these guys are on a roll now, though. Martina says, yeah, I agree. Also smart. They're having other companies. Absolutely. These little channel partners that they're called, because if you're a TV producer, manufacturer, right? You tried 3D. Yeah. You had HDR. You've got your 4Ks out there. You've got your 120 frames per second. You've exhausted pretty much the people that are interested in those. What do you bring next to sell the next round of TVs? You've got people that will notice that they've improved the GPU or they've tweaked the look and feel and it's a special OLED and all that stuff. But your average guy in the street buying a TV, he's looking for something that's going to be new, and this is it. This is why they're pushing hard. They built the whole Netflix and Prime and Disney and all that stuff in as apps, but the gaming side, the cloud gaming side, they're jumping all over it. Massive push for Stadia. Not just Stadia, of course, GeForce Now as well. Xbox at some point. I know you can sideload, but they announced recently they're not going to push out this thumbstick that they made a big thing of, that they've actually kind of iced that for a bit. So I don't really care. For me, it's that old adage, isn't it, that a rising tide lifts all ships. And if you've got Stadia and GeForce Now, and Boosteroid and others, then it gives credibility, and it puts Stadia right in the centre there with all of that stuff. Cloud Validation says, I'll just lift you up there, my friend, you just disappeared off the bottom. I saw today the new Samsung Odyssey monitors now have the gaming hub built in as well. Wow, this is the first monitor on the market with a gaming hub. Blimey. So that's amazing in my book. So now you can not only buy an amazing gaming monitor, but you don't even need to attach it to a PC. You just put your Ethernet cord in the back, or I presume it has a Wi-Fi chip, and if it doesn't, well, you could put a stick in the back on USB or something, attach a controller, boom, you've got a gaming setup. Perfect, no interference on the color, it's all perfectly tuned in. Wow, we'll have to have a look at these. Let's have a look at this. This is the great thing about this show, by the way, guys. We look at this stuff on the fly. This is all today's news, so we don't go looking at old stuff. And right, let's have a look. I just wanted to see how I spelled that correctly. Samsung Odyssey G70B and G65B monitors. Here we go. So this was Electronic Showcase at Gamescom. Hasn't that exploded, guys? That was an amazing show. We're going to touch on that in a second. There's a couple of Stadia things there. But they've obviously announced these TVs, these monitors, I beg your pardon, as CV is saying here. 1440 or 4K options, points out Martinez. And yeah, he also wants one of these new monitors. So let's have a look. What are we saying? Let's see if there's probably a load of stuff we don't want to hear. So newly unveiled, both the G70 and the G65B, let me just boost the font size for you there, fellas, provides smart functionality, including the option to create a home office environment without a PC. The monitors conveniently connect with various IT devices and services, all from one screen for an ultra-efficient working environment. Whoops, nearly broke my mic. Look, stuff the office, where's the gaming bit? Let's do a search for it. Game gameplay. Here we go. The G70B is available in 28-32 inches, offering a 144 Hz refresh rate, a 1 millisecond response time. Well, that's fairly negligible, isn't it? These capabilities are packaged up in a UHD res, which is 4K flat IPS display that is enhanced by NVIDIA's G-Sync compatibility. So it's got both G-Sync and AMD FreeSync. Of course, you wouldn't necessarily need that if you weren't using it against your PC. Samsung Gaming Hub is available on both the G70B and the G65B, allowing instant access to top streaming services from partners such as Xbox, NVIDIA GeForce Now, Google Stadia, Utomic. Utomic have sneaked in. I don't know if you guys have spotted this. I don't know whether it's just Samsung or LG. Now, I had a look at Utomic a while back, and I have to say I was a little disappointed. I went thinking that they were going to be this amazing new cloud service, but actually most of their subscription is for downloadable games, which you have to download to a PC for about, I think it was about $10 a month. It was, fairly reasonable, but their cloud gaming option was more expensive. It was like maybe $12 or $14 a month, and there was just a handful of games, like 15 or 20 games. I don't understand how they've managed to sneak in. There are so many more deserving options like Boosteroid. Anyway, they're there. Amazon Luna, and then of course in brackets US only. Plus, users can access popular console and PC games to journey throughout the gaming universe, powered by Samsung's advanced game. So this is pretty cool, isn't it? Do we get to have a look at this? Is this these weird upright things which let's have a look at images, which I definitely, so you can cut. Is this the Samsung Odyssey? This is a G9. Is this the fella? It was a G70, wasn't it? I think. Let me go forward again. G70B. So let's put G70B and we can have a look, because I couldn't get my head around why anybody would want to twist it. So you're looking up like this. I mean, I know you could put your, I suppose if you were streaming, it'd be quite useful. You could put your chat and stuff here, but you're looking up at the game, aren't you? So have a look at the images. I have a little butchers here. So this is the G70B. Here we go. Here we go. This is stuff. So stuff have got some stuff on it. It's a fairly standard looking monitor, but it is 4K. It's 1 millisecond. It's 144 Hertz, and that's not to be sniffed at if it's 4K. It's pretty amazing, actually. Hey, Geek, how are you, buddy? Great to see you. Thanks for popping in, dude. Always a mon plaisir, as they say. Yeah, there we go. So this is okay. Looks very similar to this little Dell that I've got sat here, actually, my little 1440 Dell. I've got an Asus 4K. Wonder if we've got any prices yet on these guys. They've got some crash going on here. I don't know why that's crashing there. Choice seems to be the order of the day here. You can pick res refresh. It's almost like there's some content above there. Hello, Raven Anime, my friend. Bless you. You keep sending me. Is it you that keeps sending me the invites to the gaming just as I'm about to go live with the show? It's very cute, but unfortunately, I'm a bit stuckered. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let me see if we put price. We'll see. Oh, here's G70A, which I'm guessing is going to be fairly indicative. So that looks like about £499. At a guess, it may be equivalent. So oftentimes it'll be £499 GBP, Great British Pound, or sterling, but it's often the same with US dollar as well. So it may well be a £499. That's actually not a bad price, to be honest with you. I'm particularly interested. I mean, you could just stuff your Fire Stick in it, I guess, or your Chromecast with Google TV. It's not, I don't know. I think the great thing about it being built in is that you're bypassing any of the limitations of, you've got to go into the HDMI, and then the device has to push that data into the TV up onto the monitor. So it might be that it helps with lag. Might be milliseconds, but that could be why they've got that really fast millisecond of latency. So that's really interesting. Yeah, I think that is not bad. 4.99. I'm going to guess it's about 4.99. But we're going to start to see more and more of these kind. Oh, here we go. Look, there's a price down here. Both the Samsung G70B and G65B, those names may change outside of the UK, by the way, should be going on sale towards the end of the year. There's no word on prices, but we're getting those we're betting those smart TV extras will bump the price up compared to the current G70A, which costs around $650, but that's going to be your RRP, your recommended retail price. And we can see here that there's a discount. So this is Samsung Direct, I think, and they are showing it at $649, but reduced to $499. So my guess is that on the open street, you're looking at about $499-ish, somewhere around there. But there you go, Mr. Wilson, as I live and breathe, holding Bear the dog. Hope you're well, my friend. Oh, so much news, so much newsage. That was really cool. Thank you for that, my friend. That was let me see, was it Cal that told us about those, or cloud validation? Either way, thank you guys. That's brilliant piece of information there, one to look forward to. But 140 free to play games, absolutely amazing. Now, we touched on Gamescom. We'll come on to that in a second. Before we go there, just one thing which I forgot to mention on the Stadia Rokk Show yesterday, and I haven't seen many people mention either. Destiny 2, of course, had the launch of their new season, Season 18, yesterday, which I believe was the season of plunder. This is fun. So the whole story that goes with Destiny right now is, as you guys know, they sold out to Bungie for just under $4 billion. And what we weren't to know was, what's the future for Destiny? Destiny always said, Bungie always said, it would be a 10-year franchise, and we're at year 8 right now, as far as I can remember, so we're very close to the end. So they announced the Season of Plunder, which is the final season before the new big update for Stadia, for Destiny, which almost looks like Destiny 3. It looks absolutely amazing. There's going to be a new subclass, I forget what it's called, Strand or something, where you can literally hook on like Spider-Man and swing around. There's a massive new area on Neptune. Again, I forget the name of the place, but you can swing around it like Spider-Man. You don't even need to grab anything. It'll just cling to the air and fire you around. It's going to be amazing, and a load of folk are really excited in that. Hey, Game Tech Planet, how are you, buddy? Oh, bless you, my friend. Great to have you here as well. What an absolute legend you are. Thank you so much. I was thinking about you earlier, by the way, in a nice way. Just thinking how good, nice it was to watch you on Cloud Gaming Extreme and your amazing knowledge on all this stuff. So bless you for popping in. Season of Plunder. Yeah, can't wait. And it's basically, it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek final season before the next big update. And it's kind of Pirates of the Caribbean in space. It is absolutely fun. It is all about booty and loot and being a pirate and attacking ships and taking all their plunder and stuff. It's great fun. So I just started it last night. I was thinking, fellas, if you're up for it, we may even have a look at it in our gaming session today. So we'll have a little look at Destiny 2 just now. There was a couple of things I wanted to bring to your attention, though. Number one, if you play Destiny by August the 29th, so I think that's, let me get this correct, and sometime next week. That's correct. It's all you need to know. If you play Destiny, hang on, is it this week? 6 is Friday, 7, 8, 9, Monday. Right, you've got until Monday. They are making all the extensions, all the DLCs, totally free to play. Now, the reason that's important is a lot of you I know have bought maybe the most recent DLCs like the Witch Queen, or maybe the one just before there, but you've been frustrated because something's flashing at you on the moon, and when you go to play in that mission or quest or what have you, it says you don't have this DLC, or maybe some friends have invited you to a raid and you can't play it. Well, here's your chance. You've got until the next Monday to literally play everything. They're trying to get people in. They know that that's been a problem. I suspect, I predicted a little while ago that ultimately, if Destiny is to prosper and flourish, they're going to need to take it to the cloud. There's so much content that it is physically impossible to squeeze it all onto a hard disk. The era of the console is limited. We know that ultimately it's going to go to the cloud, and I genuinely, absolutely, hand on heart, think that they're planning for this already. And there's a couple of reasons why I think that. Firstly, the other thing they announced was that they will not be sunsetting future extensions and seasons. So that basically means where they've got to the end of the Witch Queen, for example, and they say, that's it, folks. If you didn't buy it, that's it. We've got to get rid of that planet, and that mission's got to go, and that map's got to be redacted and all that stuff. They're not going to do that moving forward, and they want it to be this massive, huge, sprawling game. There's no way they're going to be able to do that with console hard disks, because they would have to swap it in and out. You know, if you wanted to go and play on 3 seasons back or a couple of DLCs back, you'd have to download it all, get rid of what's on your current system, play with that, get rid of that, go back. It just ain't going to happen. So for me, that's a bit of a tell that that's what they're planning on doing. I said it a while back. I've been saying it a few times. I can absolutely see a future where the current season and the current extension, is that what they call it? The current DLC. The current DLC and the current season are downloadable. You can have them on your console. They're going to be huge anyway, and you can play there. That's fine. But if you want to play the older stuff, then you've got to go up to a virtual space in the cloud. I might be wrong, but that's what I think. So who knows? What else we got going on here? Piker. Is it Piker or Pika? Or is it Picker? Or is it Pika? I don't know. It's all older stuff for me. 428 for Odyssey, says Liam. Liam has... I guess you've had a look, Liam, and that's your assessment. I think you could be right. I think you certainly find it discounted over the what they call it, Black Friday and into Christmas and stuff. It's going to be excellent. That Destiny 2 Lightfall season trailer looks amazing. Hopefully the gameplay will follow suit. Yes, totally. So, you know, I love the fact that we've got a new subclass. We've got this ability to swing around. We've got this massive new city in Neptune that we can play. Yeah, it's going to look great. I think it doesn't come out till February, does it? Which is a bit of a baffler for me, because I was thinking about this. The seasons are 3 months long, 4 of them in a year, right? So we've got the new one now, which is, say, September, October, November. So what do we have in December, January to February? Unless we're on the 3rd season of the year. They didn't mention it. There must be another season, mustn't there? The more I think about it, that has to be the case. And then we have Lightfall. The other thing was, on Stadia, you can pre-order now. So if you want to get Lightfall keyed up, there's some stuff you can get. The thing that Bungie do, which is quite clever, I think, is that when you pre-order, you actually get a lot of the stuff, a lot of the perks now, so you can unlock weapons and armor and things and sparrows and stuff, and actually use it now, so you can kind of, you know, swan around the tower going, yeah, I pre-ordered. But Martinez agrees, it does look great. As you guys know, I've been a lover of Destiny since it first hit alpha back in late 2013, I think it was. I think it launched in 2014, and yeah, absolutely. But Destiny 1 was my jam. I've done about half the amount of hours in Destiny 2, but still played the heck out of it. Love it. It's lovely. Anyway, that's what we got to. We did a kind of deviation from 140 games. Also on Gamescom. Big news. Big news. Let's see if Stadia source. Have the trailer. Hang on a second. There we go. Now, I'd been tipped off, to be honest with you, about a month ago that Dead Island 2 was coming to Stadia, but I was told to keep it under the old proverbial. So I'm so chuffed. I loved Dead Island. It's that whole kind of Far Cry, zombies stuff. Just a great game. Irreverent humour. Loved it to death. In fact, I played it again recently. I loved it so much. So Dead Island 2 is going to pick up. It'd been rumoured to be a Dead Island 2 for some time. But it was never properly confirmed. And all of a sudden, boom, here you go, boys. It has been confirmed that the reason why Dead Island 2 has been in a version of development hell is that they simply needed time to work on the Google Stadia version of the game. I've seen this mentioned in a couple of places. I'm not totally convinced that that's the case, but what the heck? From my perspective, it at least gets the Stadia name out there. And if they want to use us as an excuse, that's absolutely fine. In all seriousness, during Gamescom opening night live, the brand new trailer for the game confirmed that the game is indeed making its way to Google Stadia. Dead Island 2 was of course first announced back on 2014. That's the year that Destiny was live, but has had a very turbulent development period since then, switching developers several times. However, all that is now in the rear view mirror. I'm sure that's what was meant there. With the game set to officially launch on February the 3rd, 2023. That's not the same time as the Destiny. I don't know, it's in Feb, isn't it? So let's have a little butcher's look, shall we? We've got Dead Island 2 full gameplay reveal, Gamescom, and we've got a Dead Island 2 announcement trailer. Let's have I don't know, it depends which one's the smallest ones. Game Tech Planet, Deep Silver doing great for Stadia with Saints Row. Yeah, good shout, mate. Good shout. It's kind of like that whole cyberpunk period, isn't it? You know, where people are going, hey, and it's like another thing as well. And I meant to do a big shout on this last night, but when I finished Stadia Rokk Show, I went and fired up Destiny. And I was instantly in there. And yet everybody that I knew on Xbox or PC or on PlayStation was still having to download the update patch and install the damn thing. And they were like, some of them were waiting an hour. And I'd already been an hour through the game. This is it. This is the absolute paradise of cloud gaming. But we've got these games. Saints Row have been, I know there's been a mixed kind of reception to the game. Some people have been criticizing it. There have been some people that have said it's glitched on their particular platform, but everybody that I have seen streaming it on Stadia, Chariot Gaming, Joe's been doing it on Cloud Gaming Dad, and Stadia Source streamed it this morning. Everybody that streamed it on Stadia have had a flawless experience, and they've really, really enjoyed the game. So I'm super pleased about that, and I'm sure Dead Island 2 is going to be massive as well. But what a great, you're absolutely right, GTP. On the same day, we get Saints Row launching and the announcement of Dead Island 2. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So let's have a look at this trailer. Going to chop a bit off. Let me, I wish I could do something about that actually. If I flick it over to YouTube. I've got the audio off, guys, because, well, copyright and all that stuff. Oh. Is it like the never-ending cigarette? Oh, it's because I paused it. Right, let's get it in. Oh, actually, do you know what? There's a lot of blood and gore and stuff. I might not show it thinking about it. Yeah, because I did look at it earlier. It's fun. It's just like, what's that film? What's the zombie film that's got the guy that plays Mark Zuckerberg in, and also Matey Boy from, oh crikey, who plays the guy in Cheers. Oh, my brain's gone. And it features, oh, Matey the comic. Oh, you know the one. That film. Someone's going to come up with it. I know you are. Yeah, exactly, Martinez. I suddenly thought that. Probably best not to, because it is a little bit fist through the head and stuff. But super excited that that's coming. It's a great, great game and a huge coup to not only launch the game on and say that it's coming to Stadia, but have it announced it's coming to Stadia as well, because there were definitely games on Gamescom announced yesterday that will be on Stadia, but as always they didn't put it on the thing. Whatever. I often think there are deals done behind the scenes that they get certain favors, monies exchanged, etc., to say which platforms it's going to turn up on. Some of that's going on, I'm sure. So yeah, we won't show that trailer just to be on the safe side. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all great, in fact. So Dead Island 2, we've done the pros. We know about Yars Recharge, that super duper game, early pro game delivered. Well, it's either a late August or an early September pro game. It largely depends how you want to look at it, to be fair. Another one that dropped yesterday, a little bit of a stealth drop, as Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That's now on Stadia. It's relatively inexpensive. It's about £25, about $30, I guess. As I mentioned yesterday on Stadia Rokk Show, for the rest of the world, we don't call it the fifth grade. In the UK, it's year 6. And when they had this show in the UK, they called it something like, Are You Smarter Than a 9-year-old or something? But it's the same kind of thing. Lots of multiple choice questions. You put yourself up against the questions that kids are taught in school, and, you know, are you as good as them? 6,800 unique questions across 24 different subjects. Show-like experience, and so on and so forth. But like Wheel of Fortune, which I also spotted popped up the other day on Stadia, which I think was relatively new. Very excited about the Wheel of Fortune. And Saints Row, which we already knew about, so that's all cool. We also found out, but I think this was the day before, Jackbox Party Pack 9, little Freudian there. We'll have a quick look at Stadia dosage, see if there's anything else that these guys have served up that we haven't spotted. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, gets a Journey crossover with the latest update. This looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Today, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night's been updated to version 1.4, adding new content based on the cult classic Journey by that game company. The crossover adds a new area to the castle, named the Tunnels. This cavernous maze is home to new enemies and a new boss. Upon defeat, blah blah blah, 1.4 update and stuff. So, $39.99, £34.99 roughly speaking, but it's at no additional cost with Stadia Pro. So there you go, Bloodstained has that new Journey crossover. I also think, although it's completely irrelevant because we don't have it on Stadia, I think there's a Destiny crossover coming to Fortnite, which, I mean, you know, what hasn't crossed over to Fortnite? Yeah, Raven Anime. I know. I'm definitely. I've got an $80 giveaway at the moment. If you go along to my Twitter and click on my profile, I could have said Saints Row giveaway. I reckon I would have had more interest. And it would have been cheaper. But either way, you could buy Saints Row and have some change. So that's got to be good, hasn't it? Right, I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's our news for today. We'll quickly pop over to the gaming screen, whence the music ends. You may or may not be happy about. First monkeypox and now jackpox. I know, I did exactly the same thing on Stadia Rocks last night. And then somebody, Ryzak on Twitter said something about a disease on Stadia Rokk Show, and I said, yeah, it's the flipping jackpox. But the music has ended because when we're doing this thing, it's gaming and stuff, so we don't want all that, do we? There we go. But I've still got a little chatette while we're looking at the store and so on. So I'll bring you down here. And I can't do that. It's cool. Let's clear that. The store. In the store, obviously, we always like to have a little look every day. Sometimes there's new stuff that we miss. Sometimes it goes live early in the thingy bob. Or later in the day. So Saints Row, obviously, £49.99. I think it's 60 something dollars. They've got a bit of a sale going on. Lara Croft Guardian of Light was a pro game, as you can see. That's been claimed. Life is Strange True Colours, great game. Instead of £50, it's £25. That's half price. Outriders World Slayer Upgrade. That's it's got a little £8 discount going on there. Outriders World Slayer Normal Edition, and that's $41.24 instead of $55. So the upgrade is that one. This is the overall game. Elder Scrolls Online High Isle Upgrade. That's 21 but reduced again. Good news is that you can play this now up until August the 29th. So you've got a conflict here. Do you play Elder Scrolls Online through August 29th, or do you play all the DLCs with Destiny through August 29th? I actually fired this up the other day because I've still got Elder Scrolls Online as a pro game, and I played it for a bit, but I kind of got stuck in a mission, and like you fade away, don't you? So I picked this up, and it starts you choosing a new character and stuff. I actually really liked it. It had a kind of Game of Thrones, House of Dragon vibe, which I'm into at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. Elder Scrolls Online Collection, High Isles CE. That's a decent price as a bundle there. Look, 35% off. Amazing. New releases, which we've covered, of course. Are You Smarter? Yars, Calico, Saints Row, Outbreak, Shades of Horror teaser, and The Forgotten City. We know 140 trials, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, of course, the most recent pro games, although you're not seeing here the most recent pro games, probably by choice. Show you Saints Row the Third. Saints Row right now, big name. Everyone's got it on their tongues. And, of course, pre-order Skull and Bones and EA Sports. Although, interestingly, I know that you can pre-order Destiny because someone sent me the link. So I don't know why that's not showing up here. Let's have a look. There we go. So you can, if we go to Lightfall Annual, there we are. Oh, maybe you can't. I thought you could. Unless that's interesting, isn't it? It's here. I guess they just haven't published it to the main page yet, which is why but it's there if you search for it. But you should be able to buy this now. Of course, use with this game, which is claimed. And if I go to the same bundle, bizarrely, $79.99. Right, here you go. So right now you can buy it. What I think happens is, and I guess I can see the problem here. It's kind of a pre-order. It kind of isn't. In the one sense, if you pay for it now, you ain't going to play it till February, right? But you do get to cash in things like the exotic weapon or the emote, all that, all this kind of stuff. Pre-order pack, you get to use that now. So it sits between content you can buy and use now and actually pre-ordering the game. So I can see the point there. I ain't paying for it now. I never do. Even on pre-orders with extra stuff, I wait till the day before and buy the pre-order. Why would you want to tie your money up with them all the way before then? I don't know. Let me see what's Dre saying, just a shout out for chat. If you don't know the answer on Rock's question, you can also become a member. Oh, bless you, my friend. Yes, you're absolutely right. If you don't, he's telling you the truth. If you join Team Rock, and it ain't expensive, it's to start, it's less than a cup of coffee. If you don't know the answer to the question, you can just join. Just join the little button down below, and you're instantly in the game. So look, you could join and cancel it for all it matters. You're paying to enter, but that's, it's quicker than working out the thing. But you're always going to be in every single game, prize draw thing that I do, whatever I do, and you get early doors posts. I try and do a kind of blog every week of what I've been up to and stuff I've been working on. And everybody who is a pro member, irrespective of the tier that you can afford, gets the same perks. For me, it's more about whatever you can afford. I'm eternally grateful. If you can afford a bit more, that's amazing. But, everybody gets the same. That's just kind of the social person that I am. So there we go. So yes, you can pre-order, but you do have to look for it. And you get to play all that stuff straight away. So that's all good news, isn't it? Thank you there for that, Dre. Really appreciate that, my friend. What else? All that stuff we know about. These are the games similar to Destiny and all the pro games and everything else. So, shall we fire Destiny up and have a look at the new plunder? The new plunder. I think we should. The new plunder season. That was the word I was looking for. Chat will appear above my head. So do feel free to keep talking. I will glance over as often as I can. Let's get me little founders out. Me little founders. I want to make sure that Destiny's not too loud, guys. Let me know. It did kind of boom into my ears then with the Stadia sound. And we'll play us some plunder. I played through the opening story yesterday. So just turning it down in my ears. So you won't, I think I'll turn it down a little bit for you as well. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Dee. By the way, hopefully there's no delay on my voice. I've got a fan on because it's really, you might have noticed my hair doing the little dancing thing because it's quite warm in here. And I've got a filter on to take the fan noise out. So hopefully that's all good. There we go. Our founders has been found. We are connected. So I played the first little piece of plunder, and there's a new sort of ongoing feature thing that I never know the name of. But we'll have a look and see if we've got some quests. And have a look if there's any more new stuff. So if you haven't played it yet, don't worry. We've skipped past the very early part, so you're not going to have any spoilers, and you'll enjoy all the cinematics and stuff. It's all there to be enjoyed. You get a little boost. So I came in at 1560, I think it was 1561. And you get a load of stuff which boosts your character up. So, hey Tally, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for joining. Always brilliant to see you guys. So many folk, you lovely, lovely people. We got a little triumph to cash in. This is always one of the joys of Destiny. Oh, suddenly went into a weird audio place. Apologies if I went very loud all of a sudden. Very weird. Don't know why. Might be because there's feedback from the game. Let me know if that's the case. I'll turn me down a tad. Oh, it's going back down again now. Master, how are you, bro? Thank you for joining. I've got to keep my eye on Rudigs. Oh man, I saw you streaming last night. I was in two minds whether to stream or whether just to play. And oh, you're in orbit. Let's squad up. I've done the initial. I did the initial thingy-majig, the story and such. But I don't know what I've got now. I have to have a look, see what we're doing down in the quest. But yeah, join in, or I'll join you, whichever you want to do. We got some. What was this here? Destiny. Design the delicate tomb. I'm not so fussed about. Actually, I do like the weapon they dropped, the fusion. Oh, Dre, thank you, my friend. Dre has gifted one Rokk Show member. Bless you. One of you has very luckily been gifted a membership from Dre, so you're automatically in the competition. You little star. Thank you so much for that, my friend. That is incredibly generous. I really appreciate that. What else we got going on here? Against my odds. But it is a little bit against your odds, it's true. Last week we had 40 44, 45 people enter the quiz, the giveaway. This week, interestingly, the numbers are quite considerably down, and I think it's because I put a monetary value rather than a specific game title. So I might change it up and put a game. The truth is, you get the money anyway, right? So if you want to put it towards Destiny, if you want to put it towards Red Dead, if you want to put it towards Saints Row, that's all good by me. But I thought people may they just wanted to put a monetary value against it because it's a chunk of cash and it goes in. But this delicate tomb fusion rifle, I don't know about you, Rudigs, I'm loving this. I think it's a great little game. I had to switch out my Traveller's Chosen though, which I was a bit annoyed about because I love some Traveller's Chosen. Yay, Lily M just joined Team Rock. So Lily, were you gifted from Dre? Yes, you were. You were gifted the membership by Dre. Oh, fantastic. I'm so glad to have you on board. Thank you so much. And you're automatically now in that prize draw, which will be on this show, as you guys know, on Friday. So same time as normal, around now-ish, I'll be doing the big old draw. So woohoo, great to have you on board. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dre. That's incredibly kind of you, my friend. Long-term Team Rock member, Dre, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you on board. So, Rudigs, let's get it on, my friend. Let's get you in to the game. Now, as you remember, or may remember, I have this weird issue with people seeing me and stuff. There you are. I've got you. And you've joined. Yeah, I think I fixed it the other day. So I had to go in and do some stuff with Bungie, and hopefully that's resolved it. Let's get a party going, shall we? That would be good. My dear friend Raven Anime it sends me the old PUBG invites. Bless you, my friend. But I was always gonna be playing this. So I hope you don't mind. Parties, start a party, but you're more than welcome. We've got room for one more if anybody else wants to join. A little private party, and my mic is on. I'm going to invite my good friend Rudigs, who's also a Team Rock member. I'm so blessed right now. I've got about 30 Team Rock members, which is mind-blowing and absolutely amazing to think so many of you are supporting my little endeavour to bring you all the news and fun. Right, there we go. We'll get my good friend into the party, and anybody else who wants to jump in, you are more than welcome. Just, hey, good buddy!
Hey.
There you are, I can hear you. How are you, my friend?
Doing well. I just gotta mute your show. There we go.
Oh yes, of course. I come through on the game as well, don't I?
Yes.
Which is a bit annoying. I know. Sorry about that. I am going to. Let me see. I need to boost your audio. I know I always have this little weirdness that goes on, which means I'll probably have to boost the game audio as well. But that's all good. I can just hear you.
I can talk a little bit louder. I think. Does this coming through better?
Yeah, that's great. That's
there
really
we go.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to boost the game audio to chat as well. Dre, you take care, my friend. And that was a supreme and very generous thing that you did there. Thank you so much. Bless you. Bless your heart, Governor. Right then, bro. So how far have you got with this? I know that you did all the first stuff and the story and everything. How far have you got with your battle pass?
I'm on number 9 right now.
Wow,
so
you banging it out.
I did a little trick though. I stored a bunch of bounties from last season, and then as soon as I hit level 5, you get that small XP boost.
Yes.
I went up an instant another 4 levels.
Wow. That's an old school tip, isn't it? But I'm too lazy to do it. The other thing that I love to do is just look at the old seasonal challenges, because these puppies, as you know, they give you a ton of XP, which usually pushes right up at least a level. So for week 1, I haven't done many actually. Shape 3 unique seasonal weapons. Yeah, I never really bothered too much with that whole attunement thing. Did you?
So I've done one weapon fully, but it really is a long road.
Yeah, exactly. I found it more hassle than worth to end up with something with, like you've said, to get to the really decent perks. There's a lot of work involved, isn't there?
However, Nads has all the weapons attuned. On the other hand,
he's such a minx. He's but he plays the game exactly how it should be played. It's meant to be a huge grind. You're meant to do everything, get everything, explore everything. But I've just become too much of a casual, to be honest with you, my friend, for that to be the thing. Oh yeah, Captain's Atlas. Got to find 50 map fragments. So where do we find those? Use a battered atlas used to log the locations of hidden riches. So I'm assuming, here we go. Right, so apply the map. And then it gives you a new step. Have you done all of these?
So I've done the first one. I'm having troubles trying to get more map fragments.
Right.
I assume I just do activities, but I'm trying to figure that out at the same time.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this one is suggesting Expedition Playlist, which is new. I haven't seen that before. That's just popped up for me. So that's is that the same as the Catch Crash, but some
The
additional?
Catch Press and the Expedition are different.
They are right. Well, let's go. Do you mind if we have a look at that
mostly Martinez.
Yeah.
He's asking.
He wants to come on in. Fantastic.
Jump into the fire team.
Let's do it. Right, Martinez. Let's see. I'm hoping that I'll find you very quickly in my friends list. Here you go. Right, I'll invite you to the party. There you go. You've got an invite to the party. And let's see now. If you're in the party, it's easier to invite you to the game, isn't it? I think. And now we can send back to game. There we go. So you should have a game invite, and you should have a party invite as well. Fantastic to have you on board, my friend. Let's go back to the director, back to Orbit, and see when our good friend joins up. Don't think I've ever heard your voice, Martinez. This will be an absolute treat for sure. Absolute treat for sure. What do you think of it overall so far, then, Rudigs, the whole new season?
I definitely enjoy the pirate theme, the raiding and pillaging. It really brings even more camaraderie around getting a fire team together and looting and shooting. So that story adds some complexity. However, longtime Destiny fans will say a lot of the content, it's a recycled sort of events with different enemies, different skins, and different abilities.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I thought similar to myself. But isn't that, or hasn't that always been the case with Destiny? It is always. About, it's like we've got this sandbox, and we need to bring all this content out, so we're coming at it from a slightly different angle. We're coming the reverse of the map this time, and da-da-da-da. That's kind of what it's all about, isn't it? Hey, how you doing? And now your mama knows. Anthony, good to see you, my friend. Epic to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Martinez, you should have had the invite. I haven't...
I sent you one as well on the Destiny game. So he's got multiple.
Right. So, yeah, there's no excuse.
Oh, there
he's
we
in
are.
The party. Martinez. And
I will say one thing I am extremely excited about is Friday, when they will drop the brand new raid. Well, it's a revisit, but I never played Destiny 1, so it'll be brand new to me.
So, do you know what it is? Have they said yet which one it's going to be?
King's Fall.
King's Fall.
Nat sent me a 6-year-old video, and he's like, do your homework before Friday.
Martinez, can you hear us? I'm not hearing you, my friend. Can you hear him?
I cannot hear him.
No. I did see
his microphone has a question mark, and it says no mic.
Right, so you may not have a mic, so you might just be joining us for the fun. Rudigs is showing their Destiny 2 game stream. Ooh, oh, I've never seen that. Let's have a look.
You can activate Stream Connect if you want. You open it in a new tab.
So what do we do? Go to the party, I guess? View the party. Oh, this is exciting. Then come down and go across to the eye. Oh no, it says you need to leave the game to watch another player. Surely
but can you open it in a new tab, or is that no?
Good question. I mean, I'm using the controller. Let me see what happens.
Okay, no.
Doubt I can, to be honest. Now, Martinez is... Just asked to watch. I see. Yeah. So it looks like Martinez doesn't have a mic, which is fine. So has he joined us in Orbit yet?
Martinez. I sent him an invite directly through the roster.
Okay. I've shared with you, but I couldn't get it to show.
Oh, he's playing the story. Salvage and Salvation. So I think he may be stuck in the first part. So
yes, of course he is. Hey, we could jump. Can we jump into him in the story?
We could, yeah. So if you see him on your roster, you can just join him in progress, and it'll bring both of us.
Oh, so let's join his fire team.
We can crash his party. And help him
Yeah.
out.
Let's do it. Awesome stuff. Awesome. So, King's Fall, I've got to go and remind myself what that raid was. Can you remind me of some of the elements? It's not with the one with the crikey, with the giant tank at the front that you have to destroy as it comes towards
Thanks for
you.
helping your old pal.
Yeah, I'm
Drifter
guilty
with
for not
his
doing my homework
delicate
yet. So
situation.
actually,
Ah.
I'm a
I had
Destiny 2
delivery
player
headed
only
toward the
via
last
Stadia.
city
So I
when
picked
these
it up
House
via
Salvation
like
goons
season
hijacked
13.
it.
So
Now I just need you
That's
to
all
get
good.
in there and
I still have Destiny
expedite
1
my
and I played it
shipment.
over the weekend and it was so... Oh, the reminiscence was amazing. It was real. I absolutely loved it. Going back on some of that content and just remembering all the fire team fun that we had.
Once we get my
Oh, bless
cargo
him.
back,
Look, there he
you'll
is.
see what I mean.
hey,
Yay,
he's a little. Oh, he's moving. Yes.
there he is.
Oh, here, Rock. You want a preview of the new subclass?
Oh, look at this.
Right there. That's what the new
Wow.
subclass will look like.
Is this from pre-ordering?
Yes.
Yes. So this is what I was saying just now, guys. If you pre-order it now, the next expansion, you get the emote. This is an exotic emote, I think, isn't it? You get
It
an,
is.
an exotic weapon. You get a sparrow as well, don't you?
I think I did. I always use always on time. It's the best sparrow.
I put one on recently. Which one did I put on? Pale Steed, just because it was new to me. So I got this shotgun drop yesterday as well. It was pretty cool. Martinez, we're going to follow you, my friend. This is your story experience. So we'll help you get through this.
It's okay, your mic isn't working. It builds the mystery behind mostly Martinez.
Exactly. He literally sounds like the guy from... what's that? I don't even know why I begin sentences that I can't complete. What was the... the Mandalorian. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I imagine he sounds like the Mandalorian.
I was gonna say Silent Bob from Jane Silent Bob.
Yes. Do you remember wasn't it the DeLorean that they used in Back to the Future? So I'm assuming the Mandalorian is a male version. Hey, you got a dad joke. There we go. Whoa, yes. Yeah, I have this exotic you get the first unlock on the battle pass with a wide hip, shoot from the hip spread. It's absolutely
Getting warmer.
It's great in PvE,
misappropriated
but you bring that
shipment
to the
is
Crucible,
just ahead.
and
you did.
it doesn't work as well.
What's the big meta right now then with the new season? Have they discovered it yet, or?
They have. It is the light frame combat bow. They juiced it up damage-wise. So what you want to do is Ariana's bow, and you want to have a combat bow, and you want to increase your handling, so you get one shot with Ariana's, and you can finish them off in the bow, or you can switch the order.
What?
And it's
Way
like
too complicated
wicked
for me.
two-tap.
I'm going to have to watch you guys stream to see the technique, I think. Are you going to have a crack at trials?
If I have the right team, it takes a good group of three. I've been to the lighthouse dozens of times.
Have you?
I have a trials memento that I'm waiting for a very special weapon to put on. It turns your weapon all gold and stuff. It looks really nice.
Oh, nice. I only ever went twice, and both of those were in Destiny 1.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and that was being carried even then. But I was, I'm marginally better now, but I'm still no good at multiplayer. My reflexes are not the same as you young fellas.
I have to be with two people significantly
I'm
better
there in
than I am.
spirit, boss. finessed the Guardian into doing
That was
the
what I
actual
liked about our
rescuing.
clan too, is that they would do weekly carries. So anybody who hadn't been to the lighthouse, they would take to the
About
lighthouse,
that. First,
as long as you
let's
just showed
discuss
any
the matter of
interest.
our
So that was a
hazard
nice
pay.
little perk of the clan.
Yeah.
Got a deal. I will not
Yeah,
be
I mean, I've got a
leveraged.
max.
I
My
have
clan
a
is
church
maxed out, but
torch.
they rarely do
Sure
anything
thing,
together, to be
boss.
honest.
We'll just ship you back to the Tangled Shore.
I'm not too worried
Queen
either.
Mara's got a handsome
you know,
bounty on
it's
your
up to
ugly
them,
mug.
really.
Could
There's
be
always
quite
about
the
4
payday.
free spaces, but
Tell you what.
I'm
How
sure if
salvation
I put more effort
commandeered
in
my
there.
old catch.
Managing a
You can
clan
find
is
your way
a
there.
whole other beast.
It's yours.
Oh, so you got the
Associates will join you
skeleton
along the
key,
way.
Martinez.
Give them a lift, and we'll call it even.
Hear
So
that,
that is
hero?
the artifact
We got
that
ourselves a
upgrades
new
your light
ride.
level.
Just gotta break it out of impound.
Wow, says Anthony. King's Fall was my favourite raid, and it's the raid that I did the most. Oh wow! Well, we must get a raid team together then.
Yes.
I have a feeling it was also mine, but I need to go back and remind myself because I'm useless at remembering the names. MJ Parks, thanks for joining us, my friend, and a big howdy doody to you too. Hope you're well. I hope the game's not too noisy. Oh, it was Martinez's favourite. So here we go then. You can see there's a big old raid team taking place. But you guys are going to be doing some weekly raiding, aren't you? Yeah.
We are going to be attempting the day 1 raid. From what I hear right now, we have 4 spots as permanent, and we may have 2 floater spots for people who want to jump in when they can.
Oh,
While
that's
you
cool.
were hiding in your kennel,
But yeah, we're going to be trying to get it done. I mean, we have one day 1 under our belt, but it takes a lot of magic to get another one in. That's
Do
for
you
sure.
do you feel like you're a decent enough level to do it tomorrow? Or
sounds
Friday,
ominous.
Friday, sorry.
But I'm sure
Yeah,
the
I've
Guardian
reached
can handle it.
the 1570, and I believe they're saying it's 1560.
Oh, okay.
And there's actually a chest in the helm. I don't know if you noticed or not. I forgot to
Yes,
tell you.
I did. I picked it all up.
Oh yeah, it
just-
levels you right up.
Right. I basically, I pretty much absorbed everything into my masterwork stuff. So there wasn't a great deal in there that I was that fussed about. Apart from I kept the 2 exotics, although I had the machine submachine gun. But yeah, so it took me up to 1566.
Okay, so it was only a couple levels for you.
Yeah, I was early 1560s anyway. So, and I think I'd already, by the point that I found it, I'd already gone up a couple levels. So yeah, I didn't do a mess with that. But happy enough. So what time is the raid going live on Friday then?
So from my experience, the reset will happen at 12 p.m. EST.
Yep, that's 5 p.m. UK time.
However, good luck getting into Destiny at that time. I've seen waiting queues. The only time I've seen waiting queues on Stadia
Yeah.
for Destiny trying to get in.
On the day of the raid. Wow.
On raid days, yeah. So we're planning a 1 p.m. start, EST.
Oh, so you're going to be going in an hour after the start just to let the diehards get in and get stuck in and stuff.
Yeah, and like all the bugs sort of subside from everybody jumping in.
Yeah. Power bonus. So
And then I
Martinez,
was-
these fellas with the little guardian symbol thing, you probably worked it out there on your side. It took me an age because I kept shooting them and wondering why they weren't dying.
Yeah. The porcupine features give them away.
exactly. I'll have to check out, remind myself about King's Falls.
Yeah, I gotta do my homework at some point. I know the go-to Destiny guru guide is the Rick Caucus.
Oh, good old Rick Carcass.
Caucus Kiwi Lime. He's got his
Right.
own flavor of power
He's,
drink.
he's really the go-to guy. Gets the raids, gets all the how-to raid stuff out literally within minutes of completing the raid. And then he goes back and brushes it up
They're no
again.
good to me, Dad. Make sure to bring them back
Is
alive.
the chat? Is the King's Fall raid the one with Scorn in, or is that there was? I think that was the last raid.
Well, King's Fall, I don't think they would have had the
these
Scorn.
house
Wasn't the Scorn
salvation jokers.
introduced
They're all riled up.
in Destiny
What'd
2?
you say
Yeah,
they're
no,
looking
they
for?
were there.
Relics.
There was
Antiquities of some kind.
there was a whole kind of pumping purple
That's
stuff
awfully
in
esoteric
veins
for a
and
bunch
things.
of rubes like these. They gotta be
Maybe I'm
taking
thinking. I'm
orders
not thinking.
from
They're
someone.
not the Scorn. Beg your pardon.
Who
Not
the
the Scorn.
hell's calling the
Oh, it's the
shots
stuff.
around here?
It's
That must be the big
my
boss in
brain
charge.
is.
Take him out,
So the
hero.
king who falls, is that not the Taken King? In King's Fall?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's Savathun's brother.
Oh, is it with the two witches at the end? Oh, I don't know. I'll have a look. I think it's with
That's
the
what I
twin-
know from Bite in his
Yeah.
like movie.
Talking of Bife, I was watching more console doing a live NG simulcast yesterday, and I'm fairly certain he had Bife on there, but I didn't recognise him. He's put so much weight on.
Uh-oh.
He looked absolutely massive. He's not watching. my daughters have a massive go at me when I comment on anybody. When I get any level of objectivity, my daughters beat the hell out of me.
That's
And
what they're
so
there
they
for,
should.
keep you in check.
Absolutely. And so they should.
No, I think about it all the time, trying to eat right, trying to get in exercise, trying
I know, it's hard.
to...
Well, I've lost about 28 pounds in the last couple of months.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I've got another 4 or 5 pounds that I wanted to get down to, but I seem to have stalled for the last few days. I was doing about half a pound a day, and it's the last couple of days it's stuck. So I have to fast for 24 hours to kick it up.
That's what I tell Hannah. I'm like, oh, survivor diet. No eating.
Exactly. Just think of all those zombies.
But the problem with starving is that the weight comes on so fast after you just eat again.
Yeah, so what I do is, it's partial fasting. So I essentially fast between dinner and lunch. So I have a large of coffees, maybe some strawberries, a little chunk of cheese or something just to keep myself going. And then I'll have, my lunch today was mackerel and sort of a cheesy leek thing. And then for dinner, I'm not sure what I've got for dinner, but it'll be something non-carbohydrate-y. And then that would be me. So it's two-ish meals a day, and then fasting for about 18 hours. But to be fair, when I do hit my ideal weight, it's actually
Weakness must have broken Erebus out.
you keep
No
it
wonder
fairly
how
consistently.
salvation's
It only blossomed and ballooned over the COVID
Dealer
lockdown.
is back in play.
So
The artifacts
I
she's
just need to
after.
make sure that I get out and pound
Price
the
of her
mean
freedom,
streets
I
of
bet.
where I live.
Yeah, before COVID, I was a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
We got a
So
clean
I
ship
was
and a
training
dirty
with a
crew to chase
competition
away.
team. I was on the
Do me a favor,
mats. I
Guardian.
was
Don't
like,
let this clown.
and then COVID hit. I ballooned up.
Come on now,
I
Spider.
definitely went
I'll
up
treat
20
her like she was
pounds,
my
but
own.
now I've definitely
That's what
changed
I'm
that all
worried
around. I'm
Only thing
back
you
at
better
like I think
worry about is the
178 was
welcome
my
you'll
last
get back
weigh-in,
in the
so
last
that's
city.
good for 6 feet.
Let's ride,
Yeah.
Guardian.
Feel a lot better.
Yeah, that's really cool. We do everything in stones, which always makes it harder for me to do the calculations. But I just got something new there right at the end. What was that? Sleepless rocket launcher.
Oh, you did a little emote. Apparently, if you do emotes at the end of these things, I forgot, there's a chance you can get stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think
Bungie.
that's new for this season.
Oh. So I'm just trying to think what came after this. Did he have to go to the helm, or...
Yeah,
Oh, there's a bit of a
you have to do
cutscene thing, was it?
some talking and cutscenes.
Yeah. All that stuff. I remember now. So, chat, I hope you're looking forward to getting some gaming in later. This is definitely... I've seen a few people on Twitter who've been kind of really tempted to jump into Destiny for the first time. But, it's a daunting thing, particularly prior to
Be careful with that cargo,
all these
or
new
I'll drop
extensions,
you myself.
or the old extensions they're making available.
And it's true.
But I would definitely give it a go.
Aramis has
And,
broken free. Her name still carries
does your
weight.
content go back to the start of when you played Destiny 2, Rudit, or is it
The
more
old
recent?
crews. I've read about them. To catch killers. and
My
stiff blades.
content? Sorry?
The-
Yeah, so if people were
What
to
is
go
the
back
human
and
word?
watch your early Destiny content on
Pirates.
YouTube, would they get a feel for the...
Aramis thawing out
where
is
to
bad
start,
news,
or-
sure.
Oh,
She's looking for
I would
something.
say it was more of
But
just
luck's on
random
our
gameplay.
side
We've
for a
more been
change.
now
This
curating
little trinket
better
is
content.
exactly
I know
what we
Nads
need.
likes to do
What's
a
that?
lot on the story.
That's access,
So if
little
you like
sister.
the story,
you hold
definitely
this
check
key,
it out.
and any door they close, you
But
can
in
open.
terms of where to
If you can
start,
find
right now, this week is the perfect time because all the DLC is available for
The
everyone.
full Vanguard should be rallied to deal with
It's
these
free
It's
now.
amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
From
that's a
Tuesday
tough
to
sell.
Tuesday.
Zavala's
So I've just
preparing
looked up
for
King's
Callus's
Fall.
next move.
Yep, it was
Ikora's got her hidden
it
looking
is
for
indeed the
Aramis,
one with the
but
two
they stick
sisters
to
at
the
the end
shadows.
and the
That
giant
leaves us.
dude at the very end.
Father,
And
we should do whatever we
the
can to
swingy
help.
puzzle.
And there's so much
Yeah,
exhilarating knowledge to be
love
gained
this
from
raid.
these
This was a great
pirates.
raid.
They may hold antiquities from the
I
time
have
of
to
the
admit, I've actually
whirlwind.
got, I think I may even have some of this on recorded from
This
the old
is more
days.
serious than you realize.
But
You
yeah, it's a
ain't
great,
wrong.
great raid. I wonder what they've
We all know how
changed it up
dangerous
to.
Aramis can be.
They'll
It's your
they'll
call,
add
hero.
some maybe stasis elixir in there. I could see
Well, anchors away.
they'll add different
Ready when you are,
mechanics.
Captain.
The VOG, the Vault of Glass, was a lot different from. So we had some veteran raiders, and they were saying it was different.
Yeah, I played it a lot in Destiny 1. I have played it in Destiny 2. The bigger changes, there are changes. The bigger ones, I think, were towards the end. And none of the cheeses that we used to use were there anymore, which was a shame. But they were great fun. Those Destiny 1 raids were so much fun. They were just all about the shooting mechanics more than puzzles and stuff. Which is
Hey, is my mic working now?
Hey, Martinez!
How's it going, guys?
Good to hear you, buddy. How are you keeping?
I'm doing pretty good. No, I'm using my headset that I usually use for my PC, and so I plugged it right into the controller, and I guess I had to turn the headset on. I could hear like audio, but my mic didn't work till I turned on the headset.
You could hear us talking.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
Yep.
So there you go. There's a little, I think I can't remember what was in this. There's a console or something. I can't remember. But,
Yeah, I believe you go talk to Spider, you activate a console, and then you should insert something into a map, and then that should allow us to do the
We have not
catch-up.
formally met. I am Ido, scribe of House Light, daughter of Mizrak Skell, whom you already know.
Yes. Mithrax and I are well acquainted.
Well, so much for all the mystery that I had
I've
before.
heard the stories.
Have you now?
Do you hold a title, sir? I've heard what they call you.
Oh, this girl. She wants to help.
I hold a great many things. Spider.
So it looks like it's going to be on the moon, this raid.
No worse than your old man letting the
yes,
Guardians
it was.
call him
King's Fall was on the moon.
Mithrax.
I remember
Yes, some of
There's a big
them
old
struggle to pronounce his name.
bunch of swinging ornaments. You've got to jump across, and there's a
It's
catch thing that
surprising
you've
what
got
they
to
struggle with.
ride through. I mean, they've used bits of it in Destiny 2 in other places. You recognise sort of general
Yes,
stuff.
this
Hey,
guardian
Dre.
is quite competent.
Filled up with food and
I
ready to
still
drop
hope I
on
will
the
be able
sofa.
to assist
Yeah, I don't know
somehow.
what I've got to eat tonight.
What actually was King's Fall on the raid, or was it on the Dreadnought?
How does your father feel about
Was it on the
your
moon or was it on the
involvement?
Dreadnought?
I thought it was on.
No, you're right. It's Dreadnought, wasn't it, Martinez? You're right, my friend. You are all right.
Oh, Martinez. Well, I'm glad you won last night's silver giveaway. I feel
Yeah.
like you would be one of the only winners to use it on silver, actually. And I'm not saying use it on silver. Feel free to use it on whatever. But
Any of us.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the silver.
Positively
that was the gimmick.
Now, little
I think I
scribe,
only ever bought silver once.
if you'd be kind enough to
Back in
excuse
Destiny
us.
1.
The Guardian and I have
We had
business to
a
discuss.
fun little giveaway for the opening of this season last night.
Welcome to the
Oh,
last city.
guys.
May the light provide.
Ready to rock your world? Everybody come here, rock. Show the streamers this.
May the light
Fortnite
provide.
collaboration inside Destiny. Right here.
Oh yeah.
Here's the blue Fortnite bus.
Quite how
Yo, you see it, Rock?
I'm coming to you. Hang on.
Turn around. There it is.
Oh, yes. The battle bus.
That's the battle bus.
Wow.
You go inside. That's the recent Fortnite collaboration and stuff.
Because I know they've got Destiny characters in Fortnite coming up, haven't they?
Yeah, the skins and stuff.
Yeah, skin, sorry. I did run through this bus yesterday, funny enough, thinking to myself, oh, there's a bus. I never thought for 1 minute that it was the Fortnite bus.
Yeah, I just thought Jeff parked in the future or something.
Yeah,
Wreckfest big blue bus.
he did. Look at that. Wow, that's so funny.
So I guess I have to go to the helm now. It says.
Helmet up.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll make you the leader. We make you the... I think, well, you made... No, I joined you, didn't I? So you are the leader. Beg your pardon. So wherever you go, we go. So were you a day one Destiny 1 player, Martinez? Or did you
Yeah.
play- Yeah.
I actually have a funny story a little bit about Destiny. I actually was alpha, but then I never had the time to really pick it up. So then when the game came out, I got like the special edition Destiny 1 game and everything on Xbox. And I played through the campaign and I was like, oh man, this is awesome and everything. But then after that, I was like, oh, there's nothing to do. So I stopped playing it, and then I was like, hey, they're giving a bunch of money if you trade this game in for some reason. So I traded it in, and then like a month later, my buddy's like, dude, like, did you play the raid? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh man, it's like the greatest thing ever. And I was like, all right. So I went and bought it again, and then the rest is history.
Oh.
You never cease to enter.
And that was Vault of Glass?
Little
Yeah, that was the
First
Vault of
round.
Glass.
Yeah, first
Oh, see this giant callus over here, Rock?
You have moved me to applause. And have I ever withheld
Oh, so you just get to pick something out of this, huh?
No, you can level up all your armor if you're not
Take
leveled up
Take
already.
everything out of there.
Ooh.
generous?
Yeah, it doesn't grow with your level, I
And
think.
so, I
But yeah,
grant
see, for you can level up your stuff.
one last chance at sound.
Well, I go inspect everything you're wearing, no exotics. What's that about?
Oh, it was because I was leveling before, so I was I had the highest of whatever I had.
You cannot stop it.
But just in case I'm breaking any myths for you, it actually calculates whatever you have, even if it's in the vault.
Oh, really? I heard somebody say something about that, so it'll basically take your highest whatever gear is, huh?
Yeah.
Regardless if you're wearing it or not.
Join
Nice.
in revelry and embrace the inevitable.
So, even like your damage, if you used a lower weapon, it would be the same if you use your highest weapon?
No.
So,
Oh, okay.
if you insist on being devoured,
That still is affected, but
then I will save deliver your
It makes it so you don't like lose out an exotic, or
next reunion.
you're not constantly using upgrade modules to go like 2-3 levels.
Yeah.
You've unlocked the star chart.
I'm getting a phone call. 1 second here.
No worries. Treasure collected. Pick up a couple of bounties. GD Simulations! Hello, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Are you still camping out in the rain? I hope you had a nicer time than when it started to all drop down on you. Ben, how are you, bro? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us. Awesome, awesome. I am very well, thank you. Yeah, we had an amazing news section at the top of the show for well over an hour, and now we're just chilling out with the latest Destiny season, the season of plunder. And Martinez here, my very good friend, is just leveling up, getting some stuff, and then we're going to go and do some catch bashing or whatever they call it.
Yeah, so you'll want to open up from your quest items the map. It's called like Captain's Map or something like that. And then you'll want to insert something, Captain's Atlas, and then you'll want to insert into the Atlas your map fragment.
Yeah, I did that earlier when we first started. So that's good to go. And that's when it first showed me the...
I think Martinez is at that step, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see what it's telling me to do here. Oh, debrief with Zavala in the tower. Is that the thing?
Yeah, so
No.
you can go there and talk to him.
Thanks, Ben. Yeah, do jump in and have fun. It's quite good. It's quite good. I'm in it. Lee says it stopped raining. All is good in Wales. Currently grilling some burgers and lamb kebabs. Nice. What part of Wales are you at? I actually had a meeting this afternoon with a good old friend of mine who has driven down from North Wales to see me. It was about a 6-hour drive. And we were due to go to a cafe for coffee. And it was closed, so we had to go to a Starbucks, and I had an Americano with coconut milk, and it was hideous. In fact, I think the coconut milk had probably gone off, to be honest with you. But it was great to see him. It was a good meeting as well. So, yes. Wales, I have only done Cardiff and... place where you used to get your passports from. I forgot what it's called now. But there's so much of Wales that I really love to explore. It's a gorgeous country. But I'm glad that it stopped raining, mate, and you're enjoying it there. And you're grilling the burgers and lamb kebabs. Delicious. 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 Thanks, Ben. Thanks for popping in, my friend. You're in North Wales. There you go, then. South Wales. I've got family. And Ben's got family in Porthcawl in South Wales. Beautiful part. Both of those beautiful parts of the world. Do you know what? He did tell me where he was in North Wales, Lee. But as you've seen, it's been amply demonstrated here. There are old goldfish that have better memories than me. So I have no idea where it was. But he's about 15 minutes walk from the beach, just outside Rill. Did he say it was? Of course, North, it's massive, isn't it? Could be a whole ton of different places. But he loves it. He moved there recently from Cambridge area. and he said he absolutely adores it. He said the people are fantastic, very friendly, very helpful. He loves the fact that if he goes down to his local, they all speak native Welsh, and but they're very welcoming. He's learned a few words, and they're super happy about that, as they would be. And they even interpret what they say to him in English, so he doesn't feel left out, which is nice. Liam says, how do you use the PS5 controller on Stadia? Liam, depends where you're looking to use it. If you're looking to use it on the Chromecast with Google TV, it does work, but the mapping's wrong. So you'll end up looking down, the button that you think takes you that way, and you press what you think is A, and it turns out to be Y, and all sorts of stuff. So I wouldn't recommend using the PS5 controller. Even on the Shield, it can be a little bit funny. I've sort of remapped my brain to work without even looking at the buttons, and they're all roughly the same. But I know a lot of people still need to look down, so that might confuse you. If you want absolute parity and you don't have a Stadia controller, then an Xbox or an old PS4 controller are your best options, to be fair. Or, of course, the Stadia controller, which works absolutely fantastically in Stadia, funnily enough.
That's what I'm using.
Yeah, I've got the old founders kicking away. But no, I did wrongly advise one of my Team Rock members the other day that the PS5 controller works fantastically well with the Chromecast for GTV. And he went out and bought one and it didn't work, and I felt so bad. But luckily, he got a refund.
Your words are powerful, Rock.
I know. And I said to him, well, you can do a video that warns people specifically not to listen to my advice.
I mean, warn people about the controller and then make a Rock video. But
I said we could get some Frankie Says t-shirts that says Rock says, don't, whatever he says, don't do it. But, yeah, so that old PS5 is a bit of a blow, really. But it works. I use it okay with GeForce Now games. I use it on the Shield with Stadia, but it's not, doesn't play very well with the CCG TV. Yeah, I know. I love them. I love my DualSense, Liam. It's a thing of luxury. And the Xbox controller is like a couple of old ladies knitting some clickety-clack. Which I think they do on purpose. Someday they must have done some market research that said gamers love to hear the buttons and stuff. Maybe some do. I certainly don't. I love the quietness.
I had to part with my Elite 2 Xbox controller, or else I wouldn't be using a Stadia controller. So I'm a Xbox controller fan, mostly just because I love those back paddles.
Yes.
So nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got all the flavors, but I've only come to Xbox since the Series X, sorry. So I don't have the kind of legacy stuff that you guys have got in terms of experiences and memories and hardware and stuff. So I've only got recent experience. I've been largely console since PS3, and then before that it was PC and Apple. So don't even know why I plumbed for PlayStation, to be honest. I think it was just eeny, meeny, miny, mo at the hardware store.
But have you ever played a controller with back paddles?
Well, I have got this one, which is a sort of an Xbox alike. I'm just showing it to the camera. You'll see it in 30 seconds. Which has got back pedals. They're not quite the same as your Elites and stuff, but they kind of function the same way. So your finger's just underneath. This is a Turtle Beach Xbox alike. It has a myriad of buttons. Actually, you might get so close. Oh, there's the camera.
Turtle Beaches, yeah, they make a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, so it's got a load of little side buttons and other buttons and things. So I tend to use that one if I'm playing on GeForce Now or Xbox Cloud Gaming, and then obviously I use my Founders for Stadia when I'm doing it in here. It just feels right. So are you waiting for us, Martinez, or are you?
Yeah, so did you guys want to do something else now? I don't think there's...
If you've got time.
Yeah, you got to do the The Captain Atlas thing, I think.
Yeah.
So where is that at?
So in your quests, go to the Captain's Atlas, which you should have.
I don't see that. Is it in the like in the seasonal one? It has volatile tactics and armor synthesis.
Okay, what is your
At first
next
trades
step
in goods
on
refill
sales
enhance
of
the
the
Guardian's
ship
journey.
stealer?
Where's I don't think I see that.
It
You may
should
not- you
be
may not
out
have
of
that one either.
62 steps. That's the mission that we've been going along.
I'm on
Should be at, like-
step 3 of that one. Captain's Atlas is a separate quest item.
Right, you open that up and you insert the map, which allows you to go on the expedition.
He may not have that.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Doesn't he have to do the catch thing first?
Yeah, what does it say to do on your ship stealer's mission out of 62 steps?
So if I go backwards, the first one was Star Chart visited. The next one was examine the details of the Captain's Atlas. Number 2, restore a treasure map in the Captain's Atlas. So when you went to the Star Chart, does it give you something there that you then? Is that where you get it from?
Did I maybe miss something when we were on the helm or something?
I'm just thinking. So on your list of quests, Martinez, do you have sales of the ship stealer? I know. Rudig's just mentioned this.
No.
Adverse trades
No.
in goods
So I
refill
think it's something to
enhance
do
the
with.
Guardian's
You
journey.
opened the Star Chart at the helm.
Yeah. I opened it up and I looked at it, but I didn't see anything to
Yeah, I
get.
think it should pop up with a thing that you claim. I think.
Okay, I'll go back.
And you talk to Spider.
Mm-hmm.
See, I went and did the let me go there first. What's it called? Oops. I did the catch crash and first, and then I had the whole Atlas map stuff. You taking us back to the helm?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right, mate. It's not a problem.
The old goose chase.
It's the thing with all these tasks, isn't it? And I love it when you play with people that have been doing it for a bit, particularly with raids and stuff, and they say, "Let's have a look at your build. Oh yeah, you need to change that to this and make sure that perks this and stuff." It just shortcuts weeks of trial and error.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember the inspections from like raid leaders and been like, "Oh, you're not using that. You gotta be using this." I'm like, okay.
Exactly. Why have you got all blue weapons? They're my favourites. No.
Oh, so am I supposed to get this treasure map?
Yes.
Okay, it says requires rank 4.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, it can't be the battle pass because I'm not rank 4. I'm only.
Oh
Rank
no, not on that. Not on that. You're looking at the. I know what you're looking at. Oh, requires rank 13. Requires rank 4. No, not that treasure
No.
map. You should get another treasure map from something.
Yeah, don't you go into the pirate crew?
Oh, so when I look at the little eye on the top, it says recover map fragments during the catch crash missions and discover
There we
treasure
go.
coordinates. So is that what I need to be doing?
Yeah, let's get into a Ash Ketchum, whatever it's
Can I
called.
just check, Martinez? If you press Y on pirate crew, that large rectangle there, do you have? Can you cache any of those in? Actually, probably is irrelevant to be honest. No, we do the ketchup.
Okay. Alright. So where are these
Catch
ketchups
crash.
at?
They're
So come
in
back to the helm
home.
menu.
Oh, it's in there? Okay.
So Rock, on the upgrades, the bottom one on the pirate crew,
Yeah.
it says random bonus rewarded when you emote with your crew at the end of a successful catch, crash, and expedition.
Which one says that?
The bottom one. To the left. Yep. The first to the far left. It says it at the bottom.
Swashbuckler.
And the higher the skiff blades.
Summon the skiff blades crewmates from the pirate band during the experience grants you slightly increased money damage. Also, unlock a random bonus when you emote with your crew at the end of a successful catch, crash, and expedition. That's what I did purely by accident then.
Yeah.
How funny. Although I haven't claimed that, mind you.
So you should
Okay,
be
so-
able to launch it, straight from the map.
Hello, you lovely chat. Thank you ever so much for keeping with us. This is such a great game. It's this is for me the epitome of co-op gameplay, Destiny, because anyone that plays with anyone always picks up some new information, learns something new, shares wisdom. Just fantastic fun. Of course, we have the new season, which is always something to enjoy. I don't remember seeing those eyes before, Rudigs, up in the top left corner when you inspect the Crown of Sorrow, or the star thing. Have they always been there and I've just not noticed them?
In the top left corner. In the...
Season info.
You mean in the crown itself?
Yeah, so if you go into the crown with all your rewards and your bounties and stuff,
Yeah.
and in the top left corner is a large circle with an eye, and it's season info. It's probably always been there. I just don't remember seeing it before.
Oh yeah, season info.
Yeah,
Oh, it's like a breakdown.
I don't see where you start that little mission.
So if you go into map, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the last city, Elixni Quarter.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the left of that, do you see Catch Crash?
No.
You don't. Oh, sorry, I got somebody at the door. I'll be right back.
Okay. Maybe
So
you
if you-
guys do you guys have to do it?
Well, at the moment, only the fire team leader can fire us in there, but you could make me the fire team leader if you want to. If you have a quick look on my stream, Martinez, you'll see...
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have
yeah?
that.
No, okay, mate. And then the one to the far left, Expedition Playlist, only just popped up for me in this session. So if you make me the team leader, I can try taking us in.
All right.
There we go. Voted to leader. Let's see if
There
that
we go.
works.
Sorry, my wife just got her new computer.
Nice. What'd you get?
She got a Lenovo Yoga.
Oh, nice.
Is
Whatever
that a
that.
Chromebook?
It
Was
is
that
not. It's a
big, tough
two-in-one.
laptop?
Mm-hmm.
So it's got like a touch screen and it's a laptop.
Nice. I've got a little Chromebook that does that. It's my favourite piece of kit. Works a treat. Is my giant hippopotamus face ship. I don't know why I'm using that one. I think it dropped the other day as an exotic and I thought, well, I'll use it. The one I really love is my old school original Destiny 1 one, which I don't have on me, but it's in the vault.
So the ship I have, you get from, I believe, a flawless run of Vault of Glass.
Wow.
It's like a pretty rare ship.
I was going to say, there's no way I could do a flawless run of anything. I mean, I can't even run around the tower flawlessly.
I have all the flawless raids, except I did not do Vow of Discipline. I have not gotten into that one yet.
I'm not sure the last raid I did in Destiny 2. I've certainly not done the last 3, I think. It's a shame because I used to love raiding. Friday evenings over the tin.
Yeah, that's how I got started in the raids. It's a cool little cutscene.
It's lovely. So we're now going to go and plunder these pirate ships, Martinez. Going to swing from bow to bow and do the thing. half of the team, aren't we? I tried finding Destiny up on my PlayStation last night, and it seems to have blown it up. I just left it and went back to Stadia.
The Guardians will fight if they must.
I mean, it's got so many updates, right?
Yes, the machine spawn are skilled at killing our people and at inventing reasons to do it.
Oh yeah, Martinez, when you've got a moment after the stream, check out the new Arc 3.0 on your character.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the void and the I was going to say the fire, because I forgot what it's called. But new stuff, and you can unlock some really good, cool stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of just getting used to playing Titan. I started Warlock, and then I played Hunter for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I played all 3 characters, but I named the other 2. So recently I'm like, I need to start playing Titan more.
Yeah, I'm the same. I tend to lead with the Hunter, and then I switch across, level the other 2 up.
Yeah.
Moving weapons across. But I was always a Warlock in Destiny 1. I was having a look on Time Wasted, as it's called, and it was quite interesting to see how little I played. In both D2 and D1, I've played Titan at least. I just don't like the sudden drop-off on the jump. Catches me every time. But,
Yeah.
It used to be Warlock was my favourite. But then I like the precision of the jump with the Hunter.
Yeah. I usually would only like switch to whatever character people needed on the raid, you know, like, oh, we need a bubble Titan, or, you know, we need a Hunter for...
Oh, guys, we can move on to the next part.
So we've got to go and find the man cannon. There it is.
That was actually pretty good. I got a triumph there. We did it.
Yeah, I did. Broadside.
We did it in the first round.
Perhaps now they'll negotiate.
Yeah, well, I do what I can.
Thanks, man.
If negotiation were a skill you valued, perhaps you wouldn't be a fugitive right now.
I quite like this catch-up. It's pretty cool fun.
Oh no, I got you saying catch up now.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Those scorch cannons
Had
are
everybody
no
calling
joke.
it the moon
Grab
hawk
one to
because I
bust
didn't like
down
saying
their
hawk
sheep.
moon. I don't know, it sounded awkward to me.
There used to be a brilliant Destiny podcast. I forgot what it was called now. And the guy who used to host it was absolutely brilliant. He used to refer to the Book of the Face as the place on social. For years I was going, oh yeah, I'm on the Book of the Face. Shoot these
Spider.
little ones from the outside.
The turrets suck. You have to kill the eyeball. What do I do with the cannon? Oh.
Ouch.
The Peace of Mind is actually my new favorite primary weapon. It's really good. It's a pulse rifle that goes in the first slot. Just a regular weapon, too. Nothing exotic.
Oh, piece of mind.
Nice.
Oh, look at the second.
Real fast, real straight. It's become one of the most used weapons in the trials rotation.
Really?
And now you can put full auto on any weapon. So if you never liked pulse rifles because you had to keep pressing, you can just put full auto on it.
There's just a very slight delay between pulses, isn't there? So
Yeah,
dub, 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 that sort of thing.
yeah.
On we go.
I'm also eager because they changed up everything in the 30th anniversary, so all of those weapons are now craftable. And I love the sword because they mimicked it off of Halo.
Oh, nice.
I'm loving the look of that new grapple, the new grapple feature in the next DLC.
Oh, the strand, yeah.
This crew is larger than I remember.
I see it as being like a bionic commando it brings me to.
Oh yeah.
I think that was an Xbox exclusive. Didn't they buy that?
I think they did, yeah. I also I wonder whether it's a bit of a nod
Hack the terminals
to
with the
Halo
information from the
Infinite as well,
servitors.
with the whole grapple thing.
Did they have that in Infinite? I lost
Yeah, they
track.
have the whole grapple thing.
Oh, this is the room with the eyeball.
Ah, yes. Yeah, he shoots you as well.
We got to take down the shields, yeah. I'm vulnerable. Hit him with my Kamehameha.
Still coming back. Yeah, that was one of
And now the well is directly connected to resilience. So you have to have like 100 resilience for it to stand a lot of these enemies. Same with the bubble from Titan.
Dude, I do love the well. I love it when a warlock turns up at the well.
Always, yeah.
Thanks, warlock.
Also, if you
Oh.
have 100 resilience, you get 40% damage resilience.
Oh. What, as a warlock or as any character?
Anything.
I do love my resilience. That's usually the stat that I try to get best at.
Yeah, they made it even more worth it last season, and they kept it throughout this season.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're almost home free, hero. Just the small matter of a large army on deck.
This crew is caught between your light and Aramis's wrath. They will not relent.
This is large. Oh, that was really good. No! Just summon a thing, don't we? A friend.
Yeah. If you go out there, you'll be locked out there. Yeah, they're all gonna
Looks like
get.
we all are.
No, they're all gonna get locked. You're all gonna get locked out there. Well, I guess if everyone's doing it.
Yeah, that was essentially where I got to. If you can't beat them.
Somebody may need to stay behind to activate something.
Yeah, you have to go back to the centre and get a little friend. Although it was that did unlock a battle thing.
Oh, you leveled up.
Oh, sorry. Yesterday when I was doing it, I had to go and unlock that thing. It did unlock a challenge. Whoops. Let's see. La, 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 la. Speed. So, if you're mostly Martinez, what's the other bit that isn't?
Oh man, so that name actually came a long time ago with a bunch of my buddies. So my dad is Mexican, and then my mom is like a mix of European, mostly like Norwegian and stuff.
Oh wow!
But anyways, everybody always doesn't think that I know Spanish because I don't look Hispanic really. And so, anyways, people make fun of me that, you know, I'm not really Mexican. And one night we were actually playing games, messing around, talking about it. And anyways, the end of the conversation, I was yelling, "I'm mostly Martinez." And from there, it just kind of came, you know, like, "Oh man, that's funny." And
that's brilliant. I love origin stories for people's names. Everyone's got. Where does Rudigs come from?
Rudigs is my high school rap name.
There you go.
Nice.
See?
Yeah. Running freestyles to instrumental high school beats in the alleyways.
Oh, nice. Do you still drop those beats, or is it a long past hobby?
Now that I'm streaming sometimes when it's just me and I'm just playing games and I got the microphone there, I'll just like start doing a little bit of freestyles in my game. So anybody who watches it or sees it, yeah, they get a little bit of a freestyle in there.
nice.
That's cool. The only rap I know is the one George Michael does.
I see
the one
Osiris
that was Wham rap.
banging on a door.
That's the limit to my rapping, and even there I fall over on about the second verse.
Oh, emote, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, flip. Let's get it out. 11 seconds.
See if it happens.
Yeah. Oh, but I didn't pick up the actual perk to get for that.
No, but it seemed to. I don't know if it's more of a chance, but it seemed to happen for you.
Yeah, I didn't get anything there. That was good. There you go.
Nice.
That's good fun, isn't it?
That is a fun little mission.
Yeah. Oh, you can do those to your heart's content to get the map. Did you get any map pieces out of the chest?
I wonder, because, you know, like I didn't have that open and you did it for me basically. I wonder if I'm still missing something, like some sort of mission I need to do.
I did get a little map piece at the end, so I'll add that one in. Oh,
Nice.
But we've got some artifact unlocks though, so that's always good. Depends
Do you guys
which
have the milestone mission of Ahoy and Away?
Ahoy and away.
I do not.
Don't either.
So I have that. because I have like Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, and then it has Ahoy and Away. It says speak with Spider in the Ether tank in the Lexi corner.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to do that.
Guys, I am going to pull out at this point because we've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and it was absolutely brilliant fun getting in there. Thank you so much, and a real joy to actually put a voice to the name as well, mostly. So that's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, fellas. I'm going to pull out here and let me see. Seed,
maybe.
And I'm going to switch across the stream to my welcome screen, just to say thank you, fantastic chat, for joining me today. Thank you if you became a member. Thank you if you dropped a chat donation. And mostly importantly, thank you for staying and watching everything as well. I hope you enjoyed it. We had a cracking amount of news. I don't know what's coming tomorrow. We never know. But we just look and we enjoy and we talk. So there'll be plenty of that taking place tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thursday, of course, Thursday the 25th. Oh no, Martina's internet just went down at the minute that I left. Yeah, that can happen sometimes, particularly if you're in different geographic locations, different countries. It can be funny. Now Hezekiah has to do his homeschool. Oh, bless him, in his first grade, isn't he? I loved his little poster. They printed out all his favourite colours and what he wants to be when he grows up and stuff. I thought that was absolutely amazing. I loved all that. So guys, thank you so much for joining, and don't forget to join tomorrow, and more importantly, don't forget to enter the competition. You've got just over 48 hours, or about that, to it's really simple. You've only got to watch yesterday's Stadia Rokk Show and then join, get in there, hit a like, leave a comment, DM me the answer, and win $80 for a game of your choice on Stadia. So that's all good. Take care, everybody, and I will be back same time tomorrow. Take care.